Welcome back everyone, it is Eric from Rare Candy, and today we are back checking out another new grass Pokemon from Astral Radiance. This time we're going to take the new Beedrill V for a spin and see how it can do. So if you're not too familiar with this card, I don't really blame you. It's not the greatest one in the world, but it has this second attack, Swarming Sting, for 2 grass and a colorless is 50 to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each of your Beedrill V that you have in play. So of course we have all 4 of these. That's going to be a 200 snipe, no bosses or orders needed. And you know, even though Beedrill, it's not the tankiest Pokemon in the world, not really the heaviest hitting Pokemon in the world. Okay, the attack cost isn't great either, but we're sort of banking on the flexibility of where we can put our damage to sort of carry us to victory today. That's going to be the idea at least. But to try to help out with this pesky attack cost, we are playing 4 copies of the brand new Gardenia's Vigor, where we get to draw 2 cards, but more importantly, we get to attach up to 2 grass energy from hand to one of our benched Pokemon. So this is going to be sort of the glue that holds this archetype together today. That's the idea at least. So before we get any deeper in the rest of today's video though, just a heads up, if you guys do need any cards to complete this Beedrill deck for yourself, you can check out our friends over at PTCGO I have a coupon code RARECANDY that you can use over at checkout to get yourselves a bit of a discount on your order too. And Rare Candy's patrons not only had early access to this deck list, but also have their own exclusive discount code for even bigger savings. Links to those will be down below in the description. But getting back into our deck list for a second, one of the big issues that Gardenia has is the fact that you need your grass energy in hand to be able to, use this effect. So we need some ways at helping get energy and other resources just in general into our hand. And that's where most of our support Pokemon are going to kind of come in handy. So of course we have the Crobat V, but we also have a 2/2 Burrell line for the Industrious Incisors ability. So more than likely we would prefer Burrell to be in play, but in the early game when we can't quite set these up just yet, the Crobat can sort of come in handy in those instances. And the only other Pokemon we're playing is just the 1 copy of Manaphy to protect our bench against some of those bench sniping attacks like Rapid Strike Urshifu, and even the new Reggie deck has the Lightning Reggie that can snipe us. So Manaphy kind of helpful in those instances. But you know what? We have 4 Beedrills taking up most of our bench real estate, so we can't really afford to play too many other Pokemon in this deck for that reason. But looking to our trainer cards, definitely some interesting ones we need to go over here. We have the Hisuian Heavy Ball. Very important card. If we do prize any Beedrills, we can get one out of the prizes and replace it with this Hisuian Heavy Ball, because every Beedrill that we prize is going to cap our damage by 50, which we do not want with this deck. Another one of that we are running is going to be Echoing Horn. This is, I think, kind of an important card for the deck, because what I found is that we can't really... It's sometimes difficult to take one-shots on attacking Pokemon V, but we are really good at sniping some of those bench sitters like Crobats, Lumineon, even Genesect. And so what we can do is we can take at least 1 guaranteed knockout on one of those Pokemon and then get it back to take an additional easy 2 prize cards. So this is going to help us out a lot, because otherwise we're going to have to 2-shot a lot of Pokemon, which we don't really want to if we don't have to. So we also have a couple of other supporters in the deck, just 2 Marnie and 2 Research, and help find all these supporters a little bit easier. We have the 4 copies of Pokegear 3.0, but we are also running 4 copies of the brand new Trekking Shoes as well, which will allow us to look at the top card of our deck. We can keep it or discard it and draw 1 more. So like I mentioned, we can't really run too many Pokemon in this deck, so we can't have, 2 or 3 Babarrels, Crobats, Lumineons, etc. in play. So to give our deck a chance at digging a little bit more aggressively, we have the copies of Trekking Shoes to kind of help out with that a little bit more. And our tool card of choice in this deck is going to be Cape of Toughness. So there's a couple different ones you could run. I did try Telescopic Sight Out, but I quickly found that we need this additional HP, because this is going to be the difference between some popular Pokemon in the format being able to one-shot your Beedrills here. And our stadium of choice also going to be 2 copies of Training Court, just to be able to get grass energy into our hand a little bit easier to reuse with our Gardenias. I think everything else in the list today is going to be relatively straightforward, but with all out the way, guys, I'm going to stop rambling. All I ask is that you guys tap that like button, help feed the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump in some games and see what we can make happen today with Beedrill V. Okay. Not an awful hand to open with, I'll say that. Okay, very interesting. We see Adaman with dark energy as well. So I'm really confused about what we're playing against. I have no idea right now. What plays metal and dark energy? Like, am I blanking on it? Like, am I missing something obvious here? Okay, just gonna top deck that. There's gonna be Diancie. So right now it is looking to be like it's gonna be Origin Dialga, but Dark Energy. That's a weird one to me. But yeah, this definitely seems like kind of a bad matchup for us, guys, because the VSTAR power, oh, bro, and they just opened the double VIP pass. Ridiculous. But the reason Dialga is sketchy is because its VSTAR power can actually one-shot us. And at that point, they can use VSTAR power, get a free 2 prizes, then boss us again, take 4 prizes before we even get another turn. So I think more likely we're going to lose this one. If I was a betting man, I think more likely the matchup is just inherently in their favor. Okay, so let's go ahead and quick ball. Get rid of research before we do anything else. Let's see if we have anything prized. Okay, we do not. So that's good. We'll get down a Beedrill. I think what we're going to do here is... I think we're going to Ultra Ball, get rid of Heavy Ball, since we didn't prize any of our Beedrills. And... research. Seems okay. I think we're going to go for Crobat, because I want to be able to draw in some energy to use this Gardenia. Okay, not exactly what I wanted to see, but I will go ahead and we'll quick ball. I just want to thin the deck a little bit, get rid of Escape Rope, grab Bidoof. And go for the Gardenia over here. Bro, how did we whiff energy? Like, literally any energy. We play 14 in this deck. Okay. So we'll just pass. Which feels really bad against a deck like this. Like, we really just can't afford to give them any extra turns. The fact that we are kind of already behind, they went first, and our first turn was pretty bad in terms of setting up an attack for next turn. All of that has me kind of pessimistic, guys. I'm not going to lie. So this might be a good turn to Marnie, because more than likely we're not going to... Well, before we say that... Okay, that's actually a really good top deck. We'll evolve over here into Burrell. Now, if we do hit energy off of this Industrious Incisors, I might try to go for another Gardenia. How have we not hit energy? This is ridiculous. No, we don't want Training Court. Oh my god. Okay. I think we have to go for Marnie. I don't think we can waste another Gardenia like this. Okay, and we would have whiffed too, so I'm very glad we actually did this. So we'll do this. Trekking Shoes. No, we don't want Ultra Ball. And if anything were to be KO'd unexpectedly, I would definitely like it to be Crobat here. And we have Air Balloon in hand if we need it as well. So sure. Man, this has been a sketchy game, guys. And there's Adaman. That feels bad. Any 2 cards out of their deck when they discard 2 metals. Broken. Okay. So we need to start doing damage to this guy, because Dialga is getting kind of scary over here at this point. So do they have more metal and discard? They do not for the moment. Do this. Do this. Industrious Incisors. And we do get Gardenia. Thank God. Okay, about time. We just need a cape to go along with this, which we do not get. But this is where we're at in the game right now. We have to just go for the Swarming Sting and pray they don't have the retreating method and the VSTAR and the energy. Otherwise, we kind of just lose. And of course, they have the VSTAR. Should have known better. And of course, they have the research as well. Their saucer, do they have the manual attachment? Yeah, they can just training court or, yeah, it feels bad. Yeah, this is like basically all around the absolute worst case scenario that could possibly happen. I think we have one Gardenia in deck. No, we have two. Temple of Sinnoh also feels bad. Jesus Christ, what an insane turn. Now, if we can deal with this Dialga on our next turn, we can get back in this game. But so I think we have to just sack Crobat because we're probably gonna need Burrell because we need to draw into energy plus Gardenia. I don't think we can whiff. And they have used every metal saucer, so that's also good for us. Again, the dark energy is really throwing me off. I'm assuming they're playing like Galarian Moltres or something in this deck. If that's the case. And there's gonna be a boss. Feels bad. That being said, we have Quick Ball. So we can actually get these Beedrills back. It's not a huge deal. Okay, so let's see. We got our Crobat. That's a good start. So we'll go for the Ordinary Rod. Do both. Definitely getting back both Beedrills. If we win this one, it's going to be a miracle, guys. This game has been utterly atrocious so far. So we need all the help we can get. Probably get rid of Echoing Horn. I don't think it's going to be that good at this point in the game. Though it actually could have been useful maybe for Crobat, but Marnie also might be a good card for us at some point here too. Okay, this is all good, so let's go for the gear. We want to thin as much as possible here. Okay, we need 2 energy off of Gardenia, which doesn't seem likely, but... Hey, there we go, okay. Oh man, I was about to be livid if this game just completely ran away from us. Okay, so at the very least though, we can Swarming Sting, finally deal with this Dialga, Jesus, after so many turns. And now we're suddenly back in the game a little bit. So it's going to take them quite a few turns to get up and running again if they... Zacian can't one-shot us, but they can boss for game. But luckily we have this Marnie, so we can start sniping this Zacian here. So ideally what I want to see from them is an Intrepid Sword, whiffing energy with the Intrepid Sword, and then we boss them. Or not boss them, but Marnie them. Okay, and they did whiff the energy, and they have a huge hand, so we are definitely going to... Yeah, we'll Ultra Ball here. Discard these guys. Go for Beedrill. Okay, our only supporter left in deck is 1 Gardenia, but that is fine. So let's go ahead and just... Sure, we can Industrious Incisors first, I don't mind. Okay, that would have been good, but... I don't think we're going to need Gardenia till next turn anyways. Okay, cool. And in case of an escape rope, having the cape is also good. Well, we would just sack Burrell at that point. So let's do this. Yeah, they seemed a little bit bummed about that one there. And I actually do want to rearrange the order of our deck. So we're just going to do 2 basic energy cards. Because that Gardenia is at the bottom of our deck. So let's go ahead and Trekking Shoes. Hey, broken. That's what we like to see. Sure, we'll take that as well. Okay, Swarming Sting. And if we can deal with this Zacian, I think it's going to be very difficult for them to ever power up another attacker because every Metal Saucer is gone. Right now, if they wanted to get this KO, they need Switching Card Energy plus Boss. Now, where things could get sketchy is if they play a Manaphy. That's where I get kind of bummed. But there's going to be Ultra Ball. So let's see. They do have Crobat gone. Okay, and it looks like, I guess they were playing Dark Energy for the V Max? Interesting. And they're tossing away Metal Energy. Maybe they're taking a look through their deck to see what they could get that would stop the game from being taken from them, but yeah, right now we're feeling okay. Oh, but there's Lumineon. Yikes. Oh, but they're moving their energy over here and just going for Intrepid Sword. Okay. I mean, if that's the case, guys, I mean, we're pretty cool with all this. Did we just start sniping over here, maybe? How many energy switch are they on? They down? Yeah, I think we're gonna go for the Swarming Sting on Dialga at this point. So now if they want to get off the attack with Zacian, now they need another energy switch, a metal energy, switch boss. Okay, they are going to go for Dialga. I'm assuming Dialga at least. Okay, there's Lumineon. And they're gonna Marnius. Huh. Maybe they're looking for like some healing cards or something? But we can still just one-shot them, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. Maybe they're just trying to go down swinging, I guess. But yeah, just the Metal Blast, so I am totally cool with that, because right now it seems very unlikely their Zacian is going to be able to... Yeah, and we get the victory screen, guys. So I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of surprised we took that one. We had kind of a sluggish start getting going against a deck that really we don't want to be slow against. So hey, the Cape of Toughness there, plus all of our sniping damage just came back to help close that one out. Okay. This is actually like kind of an okay hand going second, because we can Ultra Ball for Beedrill, but the issue is we might have to toss away Marnie and Gear, and we're only getting 2 cards, so it's like kind of difficult to... Okay, no attachment for Arceus. That's actually pretty big for us. So that makes me a little bit more tempted. But you know what? I think I'm still going to discard 1 energy here. And I think we're going to keep the Marnie. So let's see what we have. Oh my god, we prized 2 Beedrill. We do have our Hisuian Heavy Ball, but... yeah, we're going to have to probably take some cheap prizes at some point if we do want to stay in this game. Because we just need to start fishing those Beedrills out of the prizes. And that's like one of the big issues with this deck. Okay, so that feels a little bit better. That makes me happy we saved that morning here. So this next turn, I am definitely eyeing down knocking out a Sobble or a Drizzile, absolutely. Really hoping they whiff the double turbo plus switch. Like, there is actually still a world where they could get a KO. And actually, there is a world where they could still get a KO on Beedrill, believe it or not, because if they have Melanie plus double turbo plus belt, that would get them there, and they would also need Escape Rope. And it is doable for all of that to happen. Evolution Incense, so we'll have to see what's in their hand, but... well, I guess if they had energy in hand previously, they would have attached, so... I think more likely we won't get KO'd, but I'm pretty confident they will get off a Trinity charge this turn. Because they can always just scoop up net and use double turbo over here if they want to. So let's see if they're going to get double turbo. Yeah, we kind of saw that one coming, and scoop up net, so called that one. So now things are getting a little bit scary for us. We definitely need Cape, we need Beedrill, and a switching card. Those are the big ones we're going to be looking for this turn. Because we need to be able to knock out this little Sobble over here. Okay, Hisuian Heavy Ball. That's really good. Hey, we've got Ultra Ball as well, so I'm feeling kind of okay about this. Or I'm feeling better about this, I'll say that. So yeah, we definitely need that. Oh, we actually could Crobat as well. Let's Trekking Shoes before we do anything else. Yes, we do want the Cape. That's a really important card for us. Absolutely going to get that down. And I think we're going to Crobat and save the Ultra Ball for our Burrell after the fact. Okay, that's good. I don't think we're going to need Manaphy, so we could even Quick Ball. Then we would have to Ultra Ball away or Gardenia, and we don't really want to do that. So I think this is what we're going to do. Okay, switching card. Absolutely need 100% here. And we whiff. That feels really awful. Now I'll say this. The good thing about the spot... No, never mind. I was going to say the good thing about the spot they're in is that they burned their VSTAR power already to get set up, so they can't use it to get boss, but they can always get boss off Drizzile. So this is actually a really huge whiff for us. I gotta say, guys, we really needed things to go differently here. So I think in case of an escape rope, we're going to get down Manaphy here. Normally, I would not like to do that. We have another Beedrill prized anyways, so it's not that big of a deal here. So if they knock out the active, that's fine. We can live with that. Or if they escape rope, we can sack the Manaphy here. Okay, but there's going to be a Melanie hitting the bend. There's going to be Crobat. Now, Crobat coming into play definitely feels a little bit better for us, and we do still have our Echoing Horn. So this might potentially give us an out, even though we are kind of stumbling a little bit getting set up here. This might be our ticket to getting back into this game. And there's definitely a world where our opponent just chooses to knock out the active as well, since Burrell's still a really good support Pokemon, but I'm sure they would much rather knock out a Multiprizer. And it definitely seems like it's going to be going that direction. And them knocking out Beedrill in this game in particular is really huge since we did Prizeman too. So, yeah, there's going to be the boss. That feels awful. Probably just knock out this one. That makes the most sense. Knock out Crobat. What? Okay. Oh, they don't have the belt. Okay, guys. So that's... Okay, we are back in this game a little bit here. I don't want to attack into Arceus just because they can Charon's Care. We don't really want to give them that out. So this might even be a good turn to go for... Marnie, if I'm being honest. Because Marnie plus the knockout on Drizzile seems pretty solid to me. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, that's pretty solid. There's nothing I really want to get down either. I don't want to put down Training Court, that helps them. So at this point, we'll just go for the Swarming Sting, knockout Drizzile. And okay, that's actually a great prize to get back though, because now we can use that to fish out our last Beedrill. So this game was looking a little sketch, but we're finally starting to stabilize a little bit here. So at this point, our path to victory is just knock out one more Inteleon piece plus Crobat twice. That's what we're going for. Oh, but they have Zigzagoon. That feels a bit worse. So if they have boss, they can just Zigzagoon ping, boss, and just a Training Nova. Okay. So that's good. We can live with that. All right. So right out the gate, guys, definitely going for Hisuian Heavy Ball. Absolutely. And now we are officially back in business here. So let's go ahead and do this. Before we attach, we'll Gardenia first. Give ourselves the most amount of options here. Okay. Do this. Capture energy. Air balloon. I really want to get a cape to be able to put on here. Training core, industrious incisors. So let's get another cape and we're going to be feeling good. Okay, no cape, but we have trekking shoes. No, we don't want that. All right, we did not get there. So I think we're actually just going to attack with this guy again. That seems like the best bet here. So let's go Swarming Sting. Because Zigzagoon helps them knock out whatever we have, so... so we don't want to retreat. Do we knock out Crobat right now? I'm actually tempted to knock out one of their Inteleon pieces. I think I'm cool with that. Because Crobat's always going to be available for us, so let's take out their engine. Because we did Marnie them out of a pretty big hand. Now, getting Hisuian Heavy Ball now feels kind of bad because all of our Pokemon are out of the prizes, but we can at least Ultra Ball it away, that's fine. And Training Nova. So, this actually has been working out pretty good for us going for that Marnie Sobble Snipe. We do need to find some capes, though, because we're still a boss Zigzagoon ping away from being knocked out. So they definitely still can win this one. So we'll do this and this. Or we'll do Crobat. That's fine. And I think this turn we either have to go for Marnie or we have to knock out Sobble. Because right now this Drizzile is threatening a boss for game. Because we know they have the Zigzagoon in hand. We're down one cape. We can't get 3 capes in play. So I think we actually have to deal with this guy, as much as I hate to say it. So let's go for the trekking shoes. We do want that, though. That's good. So Ultra Ball. So we'll attach. Air balloon. Okay, Gardenia, we can live with that. We know they have the Zigzagoon. That feels bad. I really wanted a Marnie there, but wait. Oh, we were out of Marnies anyways. So now we almost have to go for the Sobble, which feels awful because they still have 3 level walls, probably 2 evolution incense. So it's going to be very easy for them to boss. So I think, and we know they have the Goon in hand, so we have to take this guy out as much as I hate to do so. So I'll save this just in case of a Tool Scrapper. And we'll go for the Swarming Sting. I mean, they could still just have their other boss in hand already, but... unfortunately, the Zigzagoon kind of forced our hand there to deal with that instead of Crobat. Because now we're a turn behind. Like, we could have just rolled the dice and said that they wouldn't have boss that turn, but I think it would be very unlikely they didn't have boss. So there's the evolution incense, so they definitely had access to a Drizzile. And they only had one boss down, so unless they prized their other one, or other two potentially, I think we had to do that there. So there's the Trinity Nova. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So sure, we will Gardenia. We'll do this. Treat. Cape. And we're going to save the Echoing Horn for this next turn here. Trekking Shoes, trying to thin. No, we don't want the barrel anymore. Don't need that. We'll do this just in case of like a boss stall play. Industrious for 1. Okay, Swarming Sting on the Crobat. And Moment of Truth, guys, do they have the boss? If not, we got the horn ready to go so we can pick off Crobat or a Sobble for the game here. Okay, Energy, Training Cord. Really doesn't matter what we draw. It's really just about what they have at this point. If they have Rod plus Quick Ball, that could be bad for us because they could always get the Crobat back to dig for boss. And they just the Train Nova, guys, so we stole that one from them. Taking out those Sobbles was so clutch. We definitely made the right move there. So go for the Echoing Horn. Hit them with the well played there. We'll just get Sobble back. And just go for the Swarming Sting on Sobble and taking out Arceus and Inteleon. You know, debated we wanted the best decks in format with stupid, or not Crobat, but Beedrill V. So hey, definitely not a bad feeling. Alright guys, that's going to wrap things up for our wacky Beedrill V deck today. As you can probably assume, this is not going to be, I think, one of the more competitive decks that Astral Radiance is giving us by any means. But I will say this, I won a lot more games with this deck than I ever, I think, anticipated. I thought this thing was going to be way worse than it was. But, you know, against a lot of decks that aren't based around taking gigantic one-shots, you actually do have kind of a decent shot. So if you're already getting bored with some of the other top tier archetypes and just want to have a little bit of fun, feel free to try this one out for yourself. But of course, if you guys did enjoy today's content, remember to leave a like on this video. And if you're feeling a little bit extra generous, you can take that support to the next level by becoming a patron at patreon.com/rarecandytcg or pick up some merch over at rarecandytcg.com. Links to those will be down below in the description. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.